Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Layla, and in this video, I'm going to be going over my money goals and budget for April 2023. I cannot believe how quickly 2023 is going. I mean, I can believe it because every time I sit down to film these videos, it feels like just a couple days ago that I filmed the previous month's budget or the update. So I know at this point I sound like a broken record, but time is flying and I know I'm not the only one feeling that. But let's talk about April. The first thing that I'm going to cover are the money goals that I'm setting for the month. And the first thing, well, actually, let me give a little bit of a wrap up for March. So last week, if y'all watched my Transfer Tuesday video, then you would know that I am done with my student loan debt. I am no longer saving for them. Everything's saved up that I need to save up, and then obviously they're still in forbearance and at 0% interest. So I'm not actually paying them until that resumes, the payments resume. But yeah, I don't have to save anymore for my student loans, and this is the first time in a very long time that I am able to do that. So now I'll be shifting my focus a little bit. The first goal that I have for April is to get my emergency fund back up to where it was, so over $6,000. $6,000 is good enough for me. I'll probably add a little bit extra to that because just because, I don't know why, maybe to 6,500 instead of just 6,000. I'm filming this budget video a little bit earlier in the month than I typically would, but that's because I will be traveling the final week of March. So if you're watching this on the weekend that I uploaded it, then I am out of the country currently, so I had to pre-film this. And that's also why I'm not going to be able to replenish my emergency fund in March. At least I don't think so. So typically when you go, or at least from my experience when I traveled out of the country recently, I was having trouble accessing my banks, like logging in, because I was out of the country. So it recognized even on the Wi-Fi that I was in a different place. So it was like, if you are international, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, I couldn't access them. And I don't know if that's a normal thing, but it's not a big deal for me. I will be back by April 3rd, April 4th. So I know for sure by April, I will be able to get that emergency fund back up. I'll be using my final paycheck from March as well as potentially my tax refund if I need to, if I get that in April, and then my side hustle income if necessary. But I really don't know where things are gonna stand come April. My second goal is to put $500 to my Roth IRA for 2023. So that will be very, very exciting. The stock market is also down, so this is a great time to purchase index funds, mutual funds, ETFs on sale. So I'm very excited to get that going. Honestly, I just wanted to knock out 500 in April so then I could put 3,000 in May, 3,000 in June. That's what I'm thinking I'll be able to do. And then that way the numbers are just very, very simple. Plus I need to focus on my emergency fund for April 1st, and I think I should be good to spare about 500 for my Roth IRA. And then my third and final money goal for April is to get rid of 50 things. This is part of my low spend year, my declutter year as well. Honestly, I didn't do well in February on that. The month isn't over, but I'm going to be gone for the bulk of the rest of the month, and I don't think over the next few days I'll be doing too well on this decluttering goal for March. So I'm going to try again to get rid of at least 50 things in my apartment in April, and this could be selling them, throwing them away, donating them, etc. And I am documenting everything that I declutter from my life. But yeah, so far not doing too strong aside from January, but definitely want to pick that back up in April. So those are my goals for April. And before we get into my income and budget for the month, I do want to give a thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video. You probably already know about Mint Mobile, not only from my channel and many other people who use their service, but you've probably seen those ads with Ryan Reynolds. He is an owner of Mint Mobile. I've personally been using Mint's unlimited plan for over 6 months now, and that is something I paid for myself actually. You're not gonna see it in my budget, not for April, because you can pay for months at a time. So I had paid for 12 months back in December, so you're not gonna see that here, but I really like that there's that option to knock it out all in one bill. But Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for as low as $15 per month, and you don't have to sacrifice speed, data, or coverage. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they keep costs low because they sell direct to you online. meaning they cut out the retail stores and salespeople. Switching to Mint is really easy. They do have digital eSIM cards, so you can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone, and you don't even have to leave your house. You can keep your current device and phone number and easily switch over to this service. And if your phone isn't eSIM compatible, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. And this is what I did actually. So my phone at the time was not eSIM compatible. So they sent me the card. It was here within a couple of days, and I was able to quickly get everything set up also from the comfort of my home. All Mint mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. Mint will show you how much data you use each month and recommend plans that save you money. Mint also offers a modern family plan that lets you set up a really affordable family plan with as little as 2 lines. If you're interested, I definitely recommend you check out the link in my description box or visit mintmobile.com/debtoverit to get premium wireless starting at $15 per month and stop paying more than you need to for your phone plan. Now let's go into the income I expect to receive in April as well as my budget. I am going to scooch over a bit and pop everything up on the screen. I know I've already touched on this, but I just want to bring it up again that I will, I'm not going to be touching too much of my final paycheck from March until April. So I'm going to have a big rollover from March into April. So keep that in mind as I'm going through my budget because it's going to be a pretty high spend month. Of course, I'm going to explain everything. And I do expect to have a decent amount of income. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So for work income, $3,842. That is normal. We're actually currently in performance evaluations at my company and I am pushing for a promotion. I am honestly expecting to be promoted. I think I will be told I'm getting promoted in April, but that pay won't actually hit until May. So yeah, I'm pretty positive for April it's gonna stay the same. And again, I'm just assuming I'll be promoted, but we shall see. Business income, this is just a guess, about $2,500. I have been making more than this each month for the last few months, which is amazing to say and amazing to see. It really, really helps with all of my financial goals. But I'm gonna stay on the lower end. I don't want to underestimate myself, but I guess I like to be a little bit safer when I'm making my budget. Next is other income that I did put an amount for, and I put $1,670 because this is what I'm expecting from state and federal tax refunds. I don't know if I'll actually get those refunds in April. I feel like whenever I file my taxes, I get the refunds pretty quickly. This may not be accurate. It may come in May or maybe it even comes in March, who knows? But I think I should get it in April based off of historical data that I have seen. And that's about everything I'm expecting as far as income goes. And then I am going to pull about $1,300 from one of my sinking funds, which I will talk about where that's coming from as we go through my budget and why I'm doing that. The first section that you're seeing here, the blue section, these are my sinking funds. So first up, tax sinking fund. This is where I put my tax savings to make my quarterly estimated payments from my side hustles, budgeting about $650 there. Emergency fund. I put $3,000. I only pulled out $2,500 in March, so I definitely will be able to replenish the $2,500. I think I'll add, as I said before, I think I'll add a little bit more, so that's why I put $3,000 for now, but $2,500 should be good enough. We'll see. I do want to grow my emergency fund throughout the rest of 2023 anyway. Gift sinking fund, that's still $75. Car/car maintenance, $100. Car insurance, $100. I increased this. Before I was doing like $90 per month, but car insurance has been going up, so $100 just to be on the safe side. And then my beauty sinking fund was previously $85 per month, and now it's $75 per month. This reddish pinkish color is for investments, and that's going to be my Roth IRA. As I mentioned, I would like to do about $500 in April, so that's what I'm aiming for. Next is donate, budgeting $100 for that. The purple section is everything for housing, living. First up, rent, trash, and pest fee. Altogether, that's $1,537. Then we have my Wi-Fi, which is $55 with Google Fiber. Electricity, I did get a lower bill, finally, $74.12, so a little bit lower than it's been for the past few months. Water and sewage, I did finally pay. I finally paid in March, so should be getting a bill each month going forward. $18.10 for that. And then just general household, so this would be detergent, cleaning supplies, toilet paper, budgeting $50. So we'll see with that one. I don't think I'll need anything crazy, maybe some laundry detergent. Orange section is for food. So first thing there is groceries, budgeting $400. And then food out, I am budgeting $50. Gas for my car, I'm budgeting $50. That's been typically too high each month. I get gas about once a month because I work from home. I don't drive too often, but when I do drive, it's usually longer distances. So yeah, just once a month, fine with me. It's usually less than $30 though. Next is health/beauty, and this is going to be really high for April, $2,500. The first thing I'm spending money on in this category is a massage, and that's going to be a little bit more expensive because I had canceled my membership, so now I'm paying like a full 2-hour rate, so I'm expecting like I think altogether I'm expecting like $160 for the massage, including the tip, and that's 2 hours of a massage, so not too bad. Second thing is probably getting an IV drip. So I call these fun IVs. I've mentioned them before. I go at this rate every quarter or so. I like to get them because to me, I find it very helpful. I like getting the post-op one. I did have surgery a couple years ago and I still get the post-op IV, and I really like the glutathione that's in it. It makes me feel really good. So probably will do that in April. It's not necessary whatsoever, but that is my, it's coming up on the quarter. That's gonna cost me, I don't know, like $180 something, $190. It's pretty pricey. And then the most expensive thing here is going to be Mirajoy. So this is where that $1,300 from my sinking fund is coming from. Mirajoy is actually gonna cost me like $1,900, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail about this. I'll actually document the journey on my lifestyle channel, Living Like Layla. But Mirajoy is for hyperhidrosis, underarm sweat in particular. I have suffered with hyperhidrosis for my whole life since a teenager. I have wanted this procedure for years and years and years. I have done research for years as well on this, and it's something I really want to do. And no, I don't have the whole $1,900 saved up to pay for this, but I'm still gonna be able to cash flow the difference. Ideally, I would have gotten to that $1,900, but I first went to the dermatologist back in February, so it gave me a couple of months to add a little bit extra to my savings, and I am very, very excited about this. So now that I'm like debt-free, this is kind of my first little piece of celebration around that, and it's just something I've wanted to do for myself. As I said, the first round of Mirajoy is about $1,900. I am going into this expecting to need a second treatment. That's gonna be like months in the future, maybe 3 to 6 months in the future, and that will be about $900 or $950, I think they said. So I'll start saving for that after this procedure and after I see how everything goes. But yeah, that's that. That's the pretty big expense for April. Dogs is another expensive area. So yeah, already pretty high spend month. Dogs, my sister is taking our dogs to the vet to get like their annual checkup, and then one of my dogs will probably get a teeth cleaning. We do have dog insurance, pet insurance, so it should cover some. And I don't know if this is accurate. I just said I'll budget $700 in case, so $700 is what I put. Honestly, I think it will be lower, or this may get pushed to May depending on when the insurance actually processes. Next is business, another high spend category, $800, because I am actually going to be, I want to take my business more seriously. This is something that I started in the current month in March, and I'm gonna actually be resourcing some of my work because I am one person and I literally do everything for, like, I have never had help on things. Like, nobody edits for me. Not that my editing is like superb, I know that, but there's just, I need some help with things. And I decided to work with a company to help my business grow. I think this is a smart move. It just feels right at the time. I've always struggled to reach out for help because it costs money. And for me, it's like, okay, I'm doing all this and I'm making this much money, so if I start paying somebody, that's going to cost me. I really struggle with the idea of paying somebody to do something I can do, but I also am just very, very busy these days, and I know that, well, I'm confident that if I invest in this right now, it's kind of like a trial period for the next few months, actually, this particular service anyway. But if I'm going to spend a few $100s, that could help me grow to make even more money, and then we'll see if it's worth it. But for now, I'm okay with risking a little bit. So we shall see. I'm very excited because it's going to help me to branch out a little bit with this YouTube channel. Next is Netflix, $15.49 as usual. And then the final thing is parking. So the place that I'm getting my underarms done, it's a dermatologist, and they are in the city. So whenever you go to appointments in the city, you pay for parking. So I'm budgeting about $10. It should be hopefully less than that. It will probably be like $6 to $8, but putting 10 just in case. Altogether, you can see that I'm spending quite a bit in April, or I'm expecting to spend quite a bit. And you can see that if you subtract my expenses from my income, I am in the negative, but as I mentioned before, I'm gonna have rollover from March, so I am confident that it will be able to cover everything, so I'm not too worried about that. Everything always works out, and I'm honestly really excited for April and just the future in general, because not only am I done with my debt, but there are quite a few other things that are changing in my life, and I am here for it. I'm very excited about it. I have lots of plans, and of course I will take y'all on my journey through everything. But that is what April 2023 is looking like. Feel free to comment down below what your money goals are for the month. Thank you again to Mint Mobile for partnering with me for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.